Hello, love. Okay, so what do you do when you open Pandora's box, or it opens on you without you intending it to, and out comes the four dragons: commitment, religion, politics, and finances, and they start wreaking havoc in your relationship. Okay, this is Eve Christoph, your love life coach. Welcome home to Eve's Eden. So we're going to give you some ideas because this is going to happen whether you like it or not. That's just the truth. Between men and women, those four domains need to come into balance. And if you think you can have sex without politics, and sex without finances, and sex without commitment, and sex without some spiritual context like religion influencing, you are deluded. Because those things, those four domains, are absolutely what women's lives hang upon. We're on a cliff. If we're on a cliff edge, those four domains either pick us up and take us into safety or leave us hanging. And which guy are you going to be is what every woman is asking. Is he leaving me on the cliff edge, or is he taking me in the palm of his nest and building something with me where we can learn to fly together? Okay, so here's some examples, okay? I know somebody who's in this. He's one of my love life clients. It's going great. It's getting hotter and sexier for him. He met an amazing woman, but I can just see it. It's about to all hit the fan because she's vulnerable and he's very financially secure. So the issues are about to come up, and if he dangles in front of her all kinds of wonderful, tantalizing options, and then takes them away at whim, teases her with them, is there and not there, she's going to start freaking out, and she's not going to be her empowered self that he wants to be involved with. But okay, so for example, like I needed a car and my finances were so low, it took me years to get a little bomber, just to get the cheapest, crappiest car you could get on the market was a huge deal for me because I was trying to take care of my daughter, top priority, and I didn't have extra anything. So the shenanigans I went through to try to get loans, asking millionaire friends for help who wouldn't even help at all, to eventually get a car was a big deal. So one guy who was courting me kept saying, "Oh, I have this extra Jeep, and it's a really fantastic car. I don't even need it. I think I'll give it to you." And I was like, oh my God, he's gonna change my life. What an investment in me. Next thing I know, no, I'm gonna sell it to you. And I'm still thinking, okay, he'll make it affordable, so that'll make it easier for me. Or maybe I can do payments, which would be great because I don't have a big sum. No, next thing I know, his price is so high, it's way out of my range, and he wants to sell it to me. It's ridiculous. I would never buy a car for that much, So he dangled, he teased, and eventually I felt really angry. I felt taken advantage of. And please understand, I love this person. He's still my good friend. We always forgive each other. All the crazy things I did, I'm sure he has more to share that I did than he did. But in this case, this is what happened. So I felt betrayed and I felt used. I felt my time was taken up because I didn't have much time to get it together before winter. And so if you tease a woman with what you've got and you don't pull through, she's learning that you're not really a man of your word that she can rely on. And this is the thing that women want the most. They want to know they can rely on you and that you understand that we are more vulnerable because finances, politics, commitment, and religion are all stacked in your favor. Now, when you go, oh, nowadays everything's equal, women and men are really not that much different in the power situation. you're so blind. And, it's as if I were to say, because Obama is president, there's no more racism. Racism's almost over. Of course, I actually thought that because I'm not black. I don't know the same person, my neighbor, might treat somebody else differently than they treat me. So you are not a woman. So you don't know what it's like to live in a world that is set up in the favor of the masculine in hundreds and thousands and millions of ways all day. But you can start to vibe into that truth. And you can ask a woman, okay, how can I make this situation of our connection viable and safe for you, and make you feel like I do understand your challenges that are more than mine. Because when the guy says to himself, well, she's just not as together as me. I've got a good career, and I've got a lot of money, and I've got a big house that I own. She's just a gypsy who never got it together. He's totally missing the fact that most of what he has, a portion of it he earned. That was the part he went to school, he studied, whatever. But most of it was handed to him because of privilege. All right? Handed to him. And it's not going to be handed to the woman no matter how much work she does. In the same way, it won't be handed. She will be against odds. And those same doors that opened continuously for him may never open, even one of them. And I know this from the music industry because it's a male-dominated industry. And it took me years to do my albums. And I was completely dependent on men. I had to depend on them because it's a male-dominated industry. The great musicians are there. The great producers are there. And they're men. So when I tried to work with women, they're so busy with their kids, they don't have time to practice. It wasn't gonna happen. But those great men who opened the doors for me, who joined me, who saw my talent, who said, yes, I believe in you, they were my godsend, because they said, I'm going to share my power with a woman, with the feminine, even though I know it won't really serve me necessarily that much. They did it anyway. And same with this show. I have a producer who's volunteered to help me make this show more powerful because he wants to share his masculine gift with the feminine. So he makes it a habit to continually give some of his work pro bono to women. So I really recommend this. Now, I was in a relationship with a man who was a majorly magical being Brazilian from Miami, a great musician. But over time, what happened was I was losing my income because I was going to his home on his terms. Every time I saw him, he got to keep doing his work, and I lost work. So I would say to him, listen, I'm vulnerable. I need to work when I come here, or you need to help me